If you're trying to get into Radiohead, then you're probably stressed out about where to start. I mean, look at their discography. With so many albums released across so many genres, it's easy to think that you need to listen to every single album fully, multiple times, just to get any kind of feel for the band. And as someone who listens to, let's just say, a lot of Radiohead, I can confirm that it's not necessary. You only need 10 songs. So my approach for this video will just be to name one song off every album that really demonstrates the genre and feel, like Fitter Happier of OK Computer. Luckily that will also spare me one more song, so I can go a bit more in depth. Pablo Honey. Creep. Yet no. I get how Creep is a song that blew them up to massive heights on a worldwide stage, but it was also the song that nearly demonstrated them as one-hit wonders for this reason. It was very different to everything else on the album. People came to Creep but didn't stay for Stop Whispering or Anyone Can Play Guitar, and thought that their careers were already over with their first release. What I think the best song of Pablo Honey is definitely You or Ripcord, but I've got to say Ripcord. Whilst it's not my favourite, I do think You is probably slightly better. It demonstrates the basic melodies and chord progressions that were so present in that album, along with Tom York's slightly annoying, somewhat basic voice and frustrated lyrics. It also has an intro using a basic chord progression made interesting with great dynamics, similar to Blowouts and Black Star from their next release. The Bends, High and Dry. Yeah, still nah. This is a much tougher one, largely because this is a much better album, one of my all-time favorites. It's also such a creative leap, from the basic but still solid Pablo Honey to the absolutely genius and melancholy of The Bends. The songs that demonstrate it sound the best though are probably Fake Plastic Trees and Fade Out, which were both released as singles. But I think I had to give this one to Fade Out as it was ultimately more successful on the charts and I think has a better chorus. And it's such a special song. The fingerstyle intro and impressively sad lyrics, the verse and chorus vocal melodies, the bridge/post-chorus thing where it sounds like he's saying banana, and also where it's put on the track list. There's something legendary, I think, about putting amazing songs at the end of awesome albums, like Wood on the end of Dirt by Alice in Chains, and like Suicide on the end of Super Unknown by Soundgarden. OK Computer, no surprises. Yeah, I definitely could do that, but I don't think I will. Hear me out. In my opinion, the three best songs off OK Computer are Paranoid Android, Exit Music, and probably Airbag. Of these, I'll always rank Paranoid Android as a 10 out of 10, and nothing else quite reaches that height. Speaking of reaching heights, Paranoid Android was also the highest charting song off the album, peaking at number 3, and is one of the best songs of all time, in my opinion. It's also so incredibly diverse, you barely even need to listen to it to hear that, so number 3 goes to Paranoid Android. Key Day, How to Disappear Completely. Believe me, I want to, but I realise that as good as songs like How to Disappear and Optimistic are, Key Day is an amazing way to show the massive evolution in their sound, and How to Disappear doesn't demonstrate it that well. So to me what it comes down to is definitely everything in its right place and Idiotech. I gotta admit that from here I think it just comes down to personal preference, and I love Idiotech too much to put it at second place, so number 4 goes to Idiotech. The Pyramid Song. Yeah, sure. When I listened to Amnesiac the first time, I was aware of songs like I Might Be Wrong and Knives Out, but the two, well, I should say 3, that really stood out to me were The Pyramid Song, Packed Like Sardines, and You and Whose Army. That was in no particular order, but I think the most beloved of those songs is The Pyramid Song, which is also the lead single, so I think that's gotta be it. So number 5 goes to The Pyramid Song. Hail to the Thief. There. No. Amazing song, but no. I love this album so much, but I think it's very hard to find this standout song. I'll give a short list of the songs that best demonstrate the sound. So 2 + 2 = 5, Where I and You Begin, Go to Sleep, and Mixomatosis. That was also in no particular order, and trust me, it's hard leaving out so many amazing songs, but all of these I think the best song to demonstrate the politically charged, idea-crammed, and heavy album is 2 + 2 = 5, so I'll give number 6 to 2 + 2 = 5. In Rainbows, Jigsaw Falling Into Place. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, as are almost all of these albums so far, and it's so hard to rank individual songs, so my number 1 would either go to 15 Step or Jigsaw Falling Into Place though, and luckily I can give it to both of them, so number 7 is 15 Step and number 8 is Jigsaw Falling Into Place. The King of Limbs, Lotus Flower. Yeah, sure. I mean, The King of Limbs is, to me, a great album, but as basic as it may sound, I don't think Bloom or Morning Mr. Magpie are on the same level as Lotus Flower. And it was the lead single, and the only single, for a reason, so number 9, Lotus Flower. A Moon-Shaped Pool, Burn the Witch. No. I get why people will put this song in there, but I can't help but feel that Burn the Witch is an outlier amongst the tracklist for AMSP, that mainly provides value as a great lead single. Nothing against it, it's an amazing song, but it's like Desert Island Disc. It's very different to everything else. I think that if you really wanted something to demonstrate the whole album, it would either go to Daydreaming or Deck's Dark. And whilst Daydreaming is the most popular song of the album, and was released as a single, I think that Deck's Dark wins this one. Everything from the vocals to the piano to the choir to the guitar riff makes me believe it's just the better song, and is my favourite of an amazing album. So number 10 goes to Deck's Dark. So to kind of finish it off, this is the final list, which you could listen to in less than an hour. You, Just, Paranoid Android, Idiotech, The Pyramid Song, 2 + 2 = 5, 15 Step, Jigsaw Falling into Place, Lotus Flower, and Deck's Dark. These songs definitely give a great representation of Radiohead's discography as a whole, and also if you want to see me rank all of their songs, albums, or I don't know, something else, subscribe and I'll consider it. Make sure to leave a comment on what songs you would pick. Have a great day.